Welcome, everyone. My name is Mark Cruz, and I lead marketing for Microsoft 365 for small and medium businesses, what we simply call SMBs. Tara Roth, the Corporate Vice President for the Microsoft 365 engineering team that is focused on the SMB segment, is also joining me here today. And we are excited to spend some time with you here at Ignite. While we'll miss the opportunity for in-person interactions, the upside of a virtual event is that more and more people can participate. So welcome, everyone, especially those of you who are participating in the Ignite conference for the first time. There are lots of sessions in this conference where you can learn about great new technology. And in this session, we're going to give an SMB-specific angle on things. Specifically, we're going to show how Microsoft 365 Business Premium, which is a suite of technology built and priced for the needs of SMBs, can help your organization improve remote work, boost your security, and reduce your costs. Along the way, we'll see some demos and cover what's new in the product, including a look at 2 new announcements hot off the press: antivirus management for IT admins and multi-tenant management for IT partners. We are really glad you tuned in, and we're well aware that it's just as easy to tune out as it is to tune in, so we're going to do our best to keep it lively and make it worth your time. So let's dive in.
Great, thank you, Mark. I want to first begin by acknowledging the heroic efforts that you in the IT profession have made to quickly pivot to new technologies to keep your businesses running during COVID-19. As stay-at-home orders began rolling out earlier this year, many of you spent long hours getting people up and running with the tools they needed to work from home. Since then, you have been on the front lines of keeping your businesses functioning. When that initial switch to working from home happened, no one knew how long it would be doing this. But now, more than 6 months later, we understand that this is not just a temporary disruption, it's more like the new normal. And that means as IT professionals, you have a lot on your plate. Your company is asking you to improve remote collaboration, including tools that work better together and can overcome the limitations of virtual meetings and traditional email-based communication. You're being asked to do all of this and protect your company against security risks. With remote work, your employees are geographically distributed and often use their own personal devices to access your organization's data. Your workforce needs protection for their devices and from cyber threats. And if that isn't enough of a challenge, you're also being asked to reduce costs and manage the bottom line. The success of small and medium businesses lies on the shoulders of IT personnel today more than ever before because of this pandemic. Today, we'll show you how M365 can help you navigate these challenges. Let's start by looking at one company's journey as an example. Here's a conversation we had with the IT director of Howden Insurance, a mid-sized business in India. Much of the Howden team has been working remotely since March, so this video is a little different than other customer videos you've seen. It was produced using Microsoft Teams.
The mission of Howden India is to provide risk management, risk consulting, insurance broking, insurance portfolio management. My role is exploring and implementing strategic technology initiatives at the organization and keeping my organization absolutely safe and secure. There were a lot of solutions that we had in place, but the solutions were all in silos. A lot of manual things in IT operations. What was missing was a single, comprehensive, one-size-fits-all kind of solution. After doing a detailed analysis, we realized that Microsoft 365 Business Premium had just about everything that we would need from a security perspective, from a productivity perspective, everything that an organization of our size and scale would really want to have in place. It was also cost effective. Our IT operations have really streamlined when the government of India announced a national lockdown. One of the biggest benefits has been that we could provide that kind of uninterrupted operations. During this entire remote working scenario, Teams has been like a lifeline to us. This is the first year where we had all our audits done virtually. The fullest use of OneDrive, SharePoint, and Teams have come to the forefront. Real-time collaboration and solving things together. I think the biggest success of any technology implementation is how well your business uses it for its growth. The cost saving has been around 80 to 85% on the infrastructure side. Southern India is having big wins. We won new clients and we managed to renew our key customers. And it's been absolutely uninterrupted operations, complete productivity. Microsoft 365 Business Premium has given us a competitive edge.
That's a great story of transformation and resilience. Howden Insurance started their M365 transition before COVID hit, expecting they would simplify IT operations. Little did they know they were also positioning themselves to thrive in a disrupted world.
That's right, Tara. And it's a theme I like to emphasize whenever I talk about Microsoft 365. Whether you are coming from older versions of our original on-premises products or third-party tools that just don't play well together, stepping up to Microsoft 365, or M365 as we call it, sets you up to meet today's challenges. And in this session, we'll explore specifically how.
Great, Mark. And I know one request I hear a lot from customers is to be more precise about licensing in presentations like this, so they know the specific subscription we're actually talking about. Can you take a moment to cover that?
Sure, that's a great question. All three of our SMB subscription plans take enterprise-grade technology and specifically price it for SMBs. There are three main options to fit a variety of customer situations and needs. The specific subscription I'll be talking about today is Microsoft 365 Business Premium. Business Premium includes full versions of the Office desktop apps, cloud services such as OneDrive, as well as advanced tools for threat protection, device management, and remote access that are just so vital today. All of the capabilities we're going to show you today are included in that subscription, priced at $20 US per user per month, and similarly priced worldwide. Microsoft 365 Business Premium includes, first, tools that help employees work together in real time. Secondly, defenses against advanced phishing and ransomware, and protection for phones, tablets, PCs, Macs, and finally, technology that helps remote access and guards every individual's identity. All of this comes in a single, seamlessly integrated solution that serves as the foundation for secure remote work. Let's start our product tour with a look at the tools for collaborating with coworkers and customers in real time. That, of course, brings us to Teams. Now, you're probably already familiar with Teams, so I'm not going to go give you some really super detailed product overview. Instead, I want to talk about how adopting Teams can help employees in a remote or hybrid work situation. Our research shows that SMB users consider the main benefit of Teams to be having everything in one place. That is, one place for access to apps for video conferencing, chat, and working on documents, and one place to access shared files and the history of conversations. This makes it really easy for people to find things and switch between communication modes and to keep track of their interactions with others. This is a key reason to use Teams, rather than some loose assortment of separate products from different vendors. Teams is more than just a video conferencing tool or a chat product. Teams is an integrated communications platform that drives collaboration and teamwork in your distributed organization. And now it's possible to extend that platform to include telephony. Many businesses are finding that after their employees become familiar with Teams, it's just a small extra step to replace their aging phone systems. You can do this by adding M365 Business Voice as a subscription, which gives your employees the ability to dial in and dial out from Teams to the public telephone network. This makes Teams a complete solution for phone, chat, and conferencing. And of course, it's all cloud-based, so it works from wherever employees go. Here's a look at the user experience. Employees can dial out and receive calls straight from Teams using a headset, or they can use a traditional standalone desk phone. When they are on the go, they can make and receive calls through the Teams app on their mobile device. This is all part of M365 Business Voice, which we introduced a little less than a year ago. It's available now in the US, the United Kingdom, and Canada. And for those of you who are in other geographies, there's a version of this offering where you can bring your own dial tone. Now, Tara, I know that our audience is interested in knowing what's new and what's ahead when it comes to Teams. I'm hoping you can share a little bit more about our product roadmap.
Sure. Many of the Teams features that we've announced recently are centered on the ways for people to remain connected when they are working from different locations. For example, a large gallery view with 7x7 participant view lets you see more people at once to increase a sense of community. And a new Together mode makes it feel like you're sitting in the same room with everyone else, collaborating and bouncing ideas off of each other. We're also giving people the ability to react in real time during a meeting using emojis that appear to all participants. This makes it easier to give feedback in natural ways during meetings. Some other ways we're making meetings better include speaker attribution for live captions and transcripts to make meetings more inclusive, video filters to help you look your best on camera, and a meeting recap that includes a meeting recording, transcript, chat, and shared files all in one place to help people catch up if they missed a meeting. There are many more investments on the roadmap. We've listed a few here on the slide, and this is just a subset of the long list that was unveiled this week by the Teams team. In addition to all of this, we are investing in making it easier for external participants to join meetings and participate in Teams channels so that you can better communicate with customers, suppliers, and others that are outside of your company. The rapid pace of improvements you've seen in the past several months reflects the level of engineering investment that Microsoft is making in this product. And it is another reason that Teams is a great choice for your communications platform.
Now let's talk about how you can make all of that great teamwork and productivity more secure, which starts with how you can better protect your business against phishing and ransomware. With the rise of COVID-related phishing lures and a work environment where business and personal things are intermixed, the level of risk here has definitely increased. Fortunately, with Business Premium, increasing your protection against these threats is very straightforward. Let's see how it's done with a quick demo from John Orton, our Director of SMB Product Marketing. Go ahead, John.
Hi, everyone. Today I'm going to show you how easy it is to activate advanced protection against cyber threats in Microsoft 365. Here in the Admin Center, there's a section called Setup that makes it easy to activate important features so you can get the most out of your subscription. Because we have Business Premium, we see an option here to increase protection from advanced threats. Here's where we can activate Office 365 Advanced Threat Protection, a set of advanced defenses against phishing attacks, viruses, and other malware. These three checkboxes activate protection for different Microsoft 365 workloads. There's one for email, one for SharePoint, OneDrive, and Teams, and one for the Office apps. From this screen, it's very simple to activate the default protection policies that Microsoft recommends. But for those of you who want more control, you can go into the detailed screens to see advanced options for configuring these features. Let's switch to a tenant where setup's been completed so we can see what's happening under the hood. Here are the three components of Office 365 Advanced Threat Protection: anti-phishing, safe attachments, and safe links. Here in the anti-phishing section, we can configure advanced defenses against phishing, including defense against user impersonation and domain impersonation attacks. We can turn on safety tips to warn and educate our end users, and we can also activate mailbox intelligence and spoof intelligence to protect against spear phishing of high-value targets such as your CEO or financial controller. Safe attachments goes beyond traditional virus scanning to open email attachments and other files in a virtual machine environment and watches for signs of suspicious behavior. We can activate this protection for SharePoint, OneDrive, and Teams, with this checkbox. And for email, we can choose how we want to handle mail delivery when malware is found in an attachment or when the inspection process takes extra time. And lastly, with safe links, any hyperlinks contained in email, documents, and team chats will be examined in real time when a user clicks them to see if the destination is malicious. This helps defend against a popular phishing tactic where links are originally safe but later are redirected to harmful locations. So when a user clicks a link in an email such as this, if the destination is malicious, they'll get a block screen warning them not to proceed. So these advanced admin surfaces give us full control over the features, but activating them is just a matter of clicking a button. That's all it takes to up-level your defenses against advanced cyber threats.
Thanks for that, John. Another challenge that IT professionals face these days is how to maintain security for all of the devices that employees are using as they work from home and on the go. Dealing with this challenge begins first with understanding what devices are connected to your environment and establishing baseline policies for protecting the data on those devices. The Business Premium subscription includes Microsoft Intune to accomplish just this. Let's have John show us how to establish a baseline level of security, one that will protect the phones, the tablets, and the computers that connect to your business's data. John, over to you.
Microsoft 365 includes tools to secure the variety of devices that employees use to get their work done. Let's begin by protecting our laptop and desktop computers. Just a few weeks ago, we added a new setup experience that makes it easy to establish a security baseline for all of the Windows 10 PCs in your organization in just a few clicks. Here we can read about how that works and understand the impact to users. These are the 5 policies recommended to secure Windows 10 machines in your organization. They're designed to elevate your organization's protection while minimizing user impact. You can enforce Defender Antivirus and other malware protection. You can enable BitLocker drive encryption, and you can turn off the device screen when a user has walked away from it and left it idle. These policies are all powered by Intune, so the UI here is simple, but the protection is full strength. Next, let's secure our mobile phones and tablets. Here in the Protect Mobile App Data section, we can set up lightweight policies that protect company information on phones and tablets. This would be appropriate for personal devices being used in a BYOD situation. The policies here will protect data and files in Android and iOS devices. I'll expand them to take a closer look. Many of these settings have to do with preventing users from moving company data out of approved locations and apps, like OneDrive, the Office apps, and Outlook. And the point of that is so that data will stay containerized and can be surgically wiped from the device without affecting an employee's apps, data, and personal photos if they leave the company, for example. We can also require encryption here, enforce app-level PIN, and so on. And again, it's just a few clicks to apply these settings because the heavy lifting of policy creation has been taken care of by this UI. But because your subscription contains the full version of Intune, you can access the endpoint management admin interface to get to the full capabilities of Intune and set up advanced features and settings. So here you can configure total management of company-owned devices. You can push down apps and many other things. So these simplified experiences make it easy to elevate the level of your protection, but you can still access the full administration interfaces for these enterprise products if you want complete control. It really is the best of both worlds.
Thanks, John. I really appreciate you showing some of the great work that's been done by the engineering team to invest in simplification and ease of use for our admins. I'd encourage everyone to take a look at these other sessions to learn about the rest of that work. I want to make a quick mention of the first one, the M365 Admin mobile app, which helps you get admin tasks done when you are on the go. It's a free offering and it covers all M365 workloads. More and more admins are using it. For example, 250,000 passwords are being reset every month via the app. You should try it out. Now let's wrap up our product tour with a look at remote access and identity. In a distributed work environment, it can be challenging to provide the right people with the right access to your systems while protecting their usernames and passwords. M365 Business Premium includes Azure AD Premium Plan 1 to help you accomplish this, and in particular, a very useful feature called conditional access. Conditional access lets you control where, when, and who is connecting to your M365 apps and data. For example, you can create a policy that blocks access when someone attempts to log in from a country where you don't do business. If your company wants people to access data only from company-owned laptops, you can do that, while blocking access from home PCs and other unmanaged devices. You can also use this feature to require advanced multi-factor authentication in situations that indicate a greater risk of fraudulent login. There's a ton of power and flexibility here, so conditional access is definitely one of the building blocks to use when setting up secure remote access for your company's employees. There's quite a bit more here that we don't have time to show today, like Windows Virtual Desktop, Azure App Proxy. There's also data loss prevention, email encryption, and many more capabilities that make this a truly comprehensive solution. And the product also keeps getting better and better.
That's right. And in that spirit, we have two product announcements today that are big. First, we're adding new management capabilities for Microsoft Defender. Now, the Business Premium and subscription already includes the ability to enforce Defender antivirus protection for your PCs. Defender works deep inside the Windows operating system to protect against threats in a very unobtrusive way. But you asked for greater control and visibility over that protection. So today, we are pleased to announce some new management capabilities that are coming soon. From the Microsoft 365 Admin Center, you'll soon be able to view active threats in your environment and understand which users and devices are affected, so you can see which devices are blocked or quarantined. You can also see which devices in your organization are running Defender and understand where action might be needed, such as a machine with an overdue scan. These enhanced management capabilities will start rolling out to Microsoft 365 Business Premium subscribers in the next quarter.
This next announcement is relevant for our IT partners, specifically our managed service providers who administer Microsoft 365 on behalf of their customers. One of your consistent feature requests has been the ability to manage settings across multiple M365 tenants, all from one place, instead of logging in and logging out of individual tenants. You said, give us something like Azure Lighthouse, but for M365. Well, that's exactly what we're doing. Today, we're announcing Microsoft 365 Lighthouse, a new experience that makes it easy for IT partners to manage settings across multiple M365 tenants, all from one place. The initial release will include three main capabilities. First, device compliance, so you can understand what policies are in place and compare these across customers. This helps you work towards standardization so you can manage your customer base efficiently at scale. Second, threat management, which lets you see the protection status of Defender Antivirus across all devices under management. And third is user access management. You'll be able to view a single list of all of the users you manage across your customers so you can quickly perform tasks such as resetting passwords. These capabilities build upon the general multi-tenant capabilities that are being added to the Microsoft 365 Admin Center for customers and partners. Those include viewing service health and service requests across multiple tenants and the ability to quickly toggle between tenants. Microsoft 365 Lighthouse is currently in private preview. you can register to request early access and participate with us in the development process. So that's the news of the day.
And great news it is. As we close, I want to acknowledge that we know you have alternatives when it comes to collaboration tools and advanced security. You can choose M365's integrated solution, or you can assemble a loose collection of products from other vendors. Here's why we think it makes sense to choose Microsoft 365. It really comes down to three things: the strength of the underlying technology, the way the pieces of the solution come together, and the cost savings you can realize. This solution is built on the same technology used by some of the world's largest organizations. It's full-strength stuff, not watered down. So you get the benefits of Microsoft's investment in product engineering and data center infrastructure. You also get the benefits of massive scale, which is particularly important when it comes to threat protection. Responding quickly to fast-changing threats requires the tracking of a vast amount of security signals and threats, and billions of these signals come in across Windows, Microsoft 365, Azure, and more. The benefit of all these investments flow to you, the M365 subscriber, whether you have 100,000 employees in your organization or just 10, you get the same benefits. The second reason to choose M365 is that an integrated suite makes life simpler for you. There's no need to deploy a bunch of separate products or clunky add-ons. You just activate the features already built in to M365. There's just one admin center for the entire suite. There's just one set of users, groups, logins, and passwords to manage. There's just one bill to pay, fewer purchase orders to manage, and one support team to deal with when you need assistance. All of this means less hassle for you and more time available for you to tackle your most important IT projects. The third reason is the opportunity to reduce your overall costs. When you add up the price of separate products for remote access, email protection, device management, productivity tools, file storage, and so on, and compare these with the price of Business Premium, the savings and cost savings can be substantial. You can do the math based on your organization's specific situation, but as this example shows, it's possible to save a significant amount of money by reducing the total number of your vendors.
Great, thank you, Mark. Now, this was just a quick tour of the ways Microsoft 365 can help your business improve remote collaboration, boost your security, and reduce costs. I hope we've left you hungry to learn more. Here are a few ways that you can do that. You can attend the Ask the Expert session with Natalie Irvine and her team to learn more about the topics we covered today. You can watch an on-demand session to learn more about Microsoft 365 Lighthouse. You can explore hours of deep dive technical training that the SMB team has published on the Virtual Hub. And of course, you can also start a free 30-day trial of Business Premium to get your hands on with the product. Thank you so much for your time today, and I hope you enjoy the rest of Ignite.